Anyway, welcome back to the Rebirth podcast.
Hey, live and in person.
With guests!
With guests! So, you know, Amir and me, we have today...
I'm Sylvester.
Big Sylv.
Yeah, said no one ever.
That's rude. And I'm Rik.
We're supposed to have another guest, but he bailed. Wow. Who cares? R.I.P.
Doesn't like fun.
No.
He's not dead.
He's not
dead.
R.I.P. from the podcast.
As we usually do, we are going to spin a wheel, determine who goes first.
Well, you're going to tell them what we're drafting today.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to spin, and this week is a pretty important one because there's quite a lot of choice, and you don't want to be left lacking, missing out, not on your favourite picks. So this week we are doing, Amir.
We're doing the barbecue draft. You get 5 picks. One has to be a starter, one has to be a main, one has to be a side, one has to be a drink, and one has to be miscellaneous. Whatever order you're in, you don't have to take from a specific category. You can take whatever. So if Rob goes first, Rob can take a drink, and then Sylv can take a side, and I can take a starter. It doesn't matter. As long as you have those 5 things on your board when you finish, you're good, right? Everyone
So
happy?
it's not first round, everyone picks
No.
No.
You can get snake with a drink immediately.
Yeah. So you can take what you want dependent on where it is on your board, like
So
your
the
priority,
The
right?
drink is like your goalkeeper, you pick him last.
I mean, we don't give away our strategies, but yeah, okay. So anyway, we've got a wheel of names. It is legit.
Is that the first time you're showing that on camera?
We shared it last week.
We did share it last week because
I can't screen share though, but it's going. Whoever it lands on.
Surprise, surprise.
It's bait. It's
it was
fixed.
me.
It's fixed.
Oh, this is thick.
It was me.
It's fixed.
He spun it 4 times before.
So I'm gonna drop.
It's just a wheel with Amir's name on it.
It is not. I don't know if you can see that, but Rik can. I'm gonna take the 4th pick. So I'll go 4th of everyone. That means I'll get 4 and 5. I'll get the wraparound.
Right. Okay.
Next one. So 1, 2, and 3 are all free, and it is.
Keep spinning.
This is going to get hella
Rik,
confusing.
what would you like?
I would like first to also get the wraparound.
Okay, Rik's first. Then it's going to be one of Sylv or Rob.
Shaftsville
Sylv's not
over
looking
here.
happy already.
Shaftsville population house.
Sylv,
This
what
is
would
how
you like?
Oh, great.
Guessed, whatever, I'll take number 2.
You'll take
You're
number
right.
2. Okay.
I don't know why I picked myself first, by the way, because I haven't thought about this at all.
I gave you enough time to prepare. So the order is Rik, Sylv, Rob, and then me. Everyone good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah,
It's exactly the order I wanted.
I didn't want the pressure of picking first. Because I know there's some big hitters out there.
Yeah, so after I listened to the last episode, whoever picks first tends to pick...
What, the
worst
worst
thing-
choices?
Yeah, the worst choices.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Did you not like Christmas?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, we like Christmas, but we don't like the debate about Christmas, do we?
When
What was
is
it?
Christmas?
What was the first one? Peanut butter. Was first round.
Smooth,
right?
yeah.
One pick one.
Smooth
also,
and crunchy.
Didn't like it.
Also didn't like it.
Crunchy's
Wow.
the best.
But I got jam, so...
Jam wins.
Watch episode 1 if you want to know what we're talking about.
I'll have to start making like a playlist or something, so you got like...
Oh, there is a playlist,
Or a
actually.
mix, yeah?
There is definitely a playlist.
Since we've got shorts now.
But yeah, okay. This is where we'd insert a sponsor, but we don't have one, so I guess AB and Bev will have to do. So, first overall pick, Rik. Rikesh Patel, you have the first pick. Do you understand what's going on?
I understand what's going on.
Right. What do you want to pick?
I would like to pick my starter first.
Oh, controversial.
And my round 1, pick 1 starter is halloumi.
Oh, it's dirty. It's dirty.
Oh, okay.
Aight.
So, halloumi,
Mhm.
everyone likes it. It's friendly to vegetarians. It's tasty. And I assumed it's well-cooked halloumi because if you're not cooking your food well, then why the hell are you here?
Yeah.
But good halloumi, unoffensive, pretty tasty. Can't go wrong.
I think, yeah, it's a good pick. I think everyone loves halloumi, right?
I think
It's a good thing on the barbecue. I think the only issue with it you might stumble into is those lactose intolerant people.
No,
like,
No. You got no sympathy immediately.
Halloumi
But
works.
yeah.
halloumi plays. I think
bangs.
it plays on
Halloumi.
most boards.
I mean, you think about. I'm just thinking about other places I would like halloumi, and halloumi also fits in that place. Nando's, do good halloumi. Greek food, good halloumi.
The thing with it though, when it goes cold, it does get a bit manky.
It gets proper
and,
rubbery.
like, it gets hard and
That's
rubbery.
why
Like,
I picked as a starter and not a side, because there's nothing else going on that would distract you away from the halloumi. If it's a starter, first thing you have is warm. It's, edible. You eat it, done. Never. You're not going to save it for later because it's a starter and you're starving.
You can have it. You have it in your burgers as well.
Yeah. Oh, you can have it in the. I didn't even think about that.
I mean, that's why you snaked it. You snaked them halloumi burgers.
oh yeah, we can't have halloumi.
You can't have halloumi burgers. Can't take it
but
yourself.
there's so many other vegan options available now.
There are.
Yeah, this is true. Veganism's on the rise. I
Like
don't
it's a
know.
disease.
You gotta be
I
careful.
didn't say that. Rick said
You
that.
got to be on the lookout, Like.
Halloumi's not vegan.
Oh yeah.
No, halloumi isn't vegan. It's cheese.
Halloumi's not vegan.
It's not vegan. It's cheese.
Rick was talking about other vegan options like vegan burgers and that,
Yeah.
innit? So vegans on the rise. One coming to your doorstep soon.
Lock your doors.
Demanding barbecued Beyond Meat burgers. other meat.
No, I think that's a good pick as well. I think starter as well is one of the kind of, what are they called? Categories that's a bit like got a few less options,
Stale.
a few good. So it definitely plays. But yeah.
Cool. Second,
Second.
Sylvester.
So I've watched 2 episodes of this.
Oh, big fan.
So,
Big fan. Arguably one of the biggest fans.
I'm ready for the arguments to come in now. So
Oh.
my first pick, the second round.
First pick of the first round.
First
Second pick of the first round.
Second pick of the first round, whatever.
It gets confusing. Don't worry. We didn't get it quite.
I am going for the main category,
Oh,
this is a big one.
What's happening? What's happening?
and I will be specific and say meat-based burgers.
Meat-based
Mm.
burgers.
No. You've got to say what meat.
Yeah.
I've got to say what meat.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, now who do I want to invite to my barbecue?
How many vegan friends do you have?
Yeah.
How many Indian friends do you have?
Yeah.
Beef
Indian
burgers?
friends,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't offend me in my own house.
I can't say whether we're recording this.
How many people are you going to upset in various categories?
So
Are we going to get the stop
no,
oil
no.
protesters coming?
we'll be good. I am going for beef burgers.
Good
Aye.
pick.
Rude.
Beef burgers.
Aye.
Rude.
Classic.
Why not lamb burgers?
Rude.
No, because like we said for the vegans, there will be other options available. That's the point of a barbecue. There are other
It's
options
because of the gas rate. Other options are available.
options available. So yeah, beef burgers for pick one, and the chunky beef burgers, not the flat small patties.
You're talking
Yeah.
about like
A
Aberdeen
decent.
Angus.
Pound.
Tesco, taste the difference.
Tesco taste the
Yeah.
difference.
What?
Buy your
That's
own mince.
Sainsbury's.
I was gonna say
Buy your own mince and make like massive
Yeah.
burgers, decent sized burgers.
What are you putting in your burgers that you're making?
That's a secret. I don't.
That's
want
I don't want the world to know.
I don't want to alienate a few other people, so nah, just beef burgers.
So-
You're not putting any vegetables in it because other vegetarian option.
Go on,
I mean, me and Rob did spend a good 20 minutes to 30 minutes in 2 different reputable stores looking for beef burgers, and we couldn't find any that were suitable for the barbecue that we had.
yeah,
just
but
saying. Just saying.
That's a one in. I've never met another person that does. You know, or one in I've never met that person with that type of allergy.
Do you want to explain what we're talking about?
It's
I don't
his
know if it's-
podcast.
has it
It's
come
his
up before?
podcast. Has it come up yet?
No, it hasn't.
it
No.
I think it's a good time.
I will
'Cause
say that this is something I'm almost over. Like,
I've seen him eating
Yes.
a lot more of those.
So then
Do you
drinking.
want to explain what?
I've seen him drinking several rice-based beers.
I am allergic to rice, or kind of. Not really anymore. It's more of an intolerance now because I've been microdosing, but I am allergic to rice, which is a great source of pain for my friends. You know, these friends who might as well be my family just love to hate on me with, oh, rice, you're allergic to rice. What kind of Indian man is allergic to rice?
Also,
we never say that.
Never
say that
any of
no.
this. Only
Never.
love
He's just
it.
brought it on himself.
Never ever.
I just have to look at the burgers I'm buying now, and I can't just
Yeah.
get the regular.
Yeah. That
I was
rice
just gonna say, I only have to look at the rice and become allergic.
You know, it actually is surprising how many products have rice flour in
Yeah,
it.
it is.
Like it's a sneaky thing. Like it catches up on
Pizza?
Pizza.
you.
Pizza
Yes,
Pringles.
pizzas.
Pringles.
Pringles?
Actually, the first time I found out Pringles had rice flour in it, I was at uni. And you know how, like, when you get Pringles, usually at like a party or something, you have like 5 or something and pass the tub around. It was a really fat day, and I got a can of Pringles, ate like 3/4 of the thing, and still like, I feel dodgy. There's rice flour in the ingredients. So. Yeah, Pringles not a great shout, but
So, beef burgers though.
Beef burgers.
Good
shout.
I think that's a good shout.
Good shout.
it is a universal food, a burger. It just like cuts through like.
You see, so my idea when I said meat-based burgers is because it covers the whole span of burgers.
I think that's
That's
too
the
broad,
problem.
though.
Yes,
That
You
this
is
get
is
the
too
lamb
broad.
burgers. You
That's
get
the
the
problem.
Yeah.
burgers.
I'm kind of with you, but like also the specifics are what matters to this man over here. You know, like
Yeah, but Rob, we're on your side. We're 3 of us with you.
Stop rubber abuse.
Stop rubber
Stop rubber abuse. That's the real reason we came on the show.
And you just ganged up on Phil.
Well, we also ganged up on you a little bit. That's what I think, so.
Yeah, this is true. But
Alright, beef-based burgers, beef burgers.
yeah, I think burgers they're good pick, and I always talk about flexibility in picks, but they're
Yeah.
universal. Like
Yeah.
you go to Rob's house, you go to my house, you go to Sylv's house.
Yeah.
Burgers
Always
were
getting
on
Yeah,
the
it's
menu,
true.
right?
You can customize them with different toppings.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah. No, it's good. It
It's
plays
a-
well.
it's a good-
Plays well.
it's a good station. Good. That's going away.
Rob,
Oh, I'm third. Yes. Round 1, pick 3. This is tricky. I'm gonna go for a starter because the starter game is pretty difficult. You're gonna run out of starters pretty
Tough
quick.
game.
Gonna go potato salad.
Ooh.
Potato salad!
Potato salad.
Yeah,
I can't even say the thing I
You
want to
ain't
say right
get
now.
me in there, man.
we all hate it. Look at us. Look at him.
Bit of a correlation.
Potato salad.
Mate, we've just been round your parents' house and we just had
Yeah,
potato salad. Bro,
How many people here have potato salad?
Not me.
No, I know potato salad.
Wait, are you admitting to not having the potato salad when
We
potato salad
just
was
left the
available?
barbecue and you
So,
didn't have
so
the
your
potato salad.
first pick of round 1, and you've not chosen the thing that was made available. There's not okay. I see why sometimes he's abusing.
I mean, it's true.
It's good.
Go on, give
It's
us your spiel.
palate cleanser.
There's no palate yet. It's the first thing. It's like having sushi and having that ginger that you get on the side. It's the first thing.
Bro. Has there ever been a repick in this podcast?
Yeah.
His
It's going to be now.
hands off the chest piece. He's taking it.
Is this one of those where you get one repick?
One
your
fuck up.
entire
There's
career?
Yeah, what-
There's no. His hands off the chest piece. Like he's taking it.
I will say this, at a lot of barbecues there is always potato salad. So, for the people in this room, it might not be the choice.
But like,
But at barbecue,
it's
there
all
is
like
always
readily
potato
available.
salad.
Like it will be at most barbecues.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think for potato salad, it's so easy to get it wrong. Like if you boil the potatoes too long, it just becomes potato mash. And then if you don't maybe you don't put enough dressing, so it's a bit dry potatoes. If there's no, I zhuzh mine up. I put
well seasoned potato
spring
salad.
onions, a
I'm
bit
saying.
of chives. You gotta add maybe a bit of mustard. It works, but I think the quality of a potato salad, the floor is very low, very very low.
I can't say I've ever had potato salad.
Wow, how?
I don't know. I feel like the last time I would have had potato salad might have been in school.
Fun fact, if you ever go to, I think it's somewhere in Spain, this is an anecdote, we were in Spain, some country, and, there we were in Seville, went to a steak restaurant, Argentinian steak, remember when I had my steak fiasco? And we ordered something on the menu called salad, ensalad, so I just thought it was a green salad that would come with my steak, standard. Turns up, it was potato salad. Whole potato salad with just mayonnaise, eggs, I think, in it, and potatoes. The worst thing ever. When you say there's a flaw for potato salad, there is a flaw for potato salad. And
But that's when you're not expecting potato salad.
Oh, no,
Yeah, but who goes to a barbecue? Oh, bro, we're going barbecue at Jack's house today. We're getting barbecue. I can't wait for the potato salad, man. Like,
Where's Jack ever cooked? I've known this guy for 10 years. I've never had any of his cooking.
oh, fair play.
This is
fair
just
play,
shocked
but-
at the person that's not
I'd
here.
actually expect potato salad.
Yeah,
Can't even defend
you're
himself.
you're going to Sylv's house. You're going to Sylv's house for a barbecue. You're going to my house for a barbecue.
Yeah,
You're not looking forward to the potato salad.
Oh, I'm not looking for the potato salad.
Do you know why there'd be potato salad at mine? It's
Because you didn't have time and you got some from store.
Yes, exactly that. I'd be going through Sainsbury's, picking up random dips and seeing potato salad. Yeah, I'll take that as well. I'll take this as well, and I'll be part of that. But I'm not.
You not think it's like a good...
I'm not making potato salad. It's,
No.
not, it's not on the menu at all.
Sure,
No.
fine.
Alright.
It's done. Fine, shut up.
Potato salad.
Potato salad. Okay, so I'm up with the last pick in this round, and I think I'm going to go for a starter as well. I'm surprised it's still on the board.
Starters off the board.
Oh.
I'm surprised.
Oh, I
it's
think I
still
know
there.
what you might pick, and I might.
Wings.
Ooh.
Wings. Wings
Is that
to
a
start,
starter?
mate. Wings is a
Is that
great
a
starter.
starter? Is that a barbecue?
That's a starter.
It's a barbecue starter because
It takes
while
the
the
longest to cook.
Yeah, is that a
the
barbecue?
thing is,
Like,
right, while the mains are cooking, you get the wings on first, slap them in, then they're a little bit of a picky thing that you can eat at. Wings are great.
I mean, if we're talking about the categories that we've got, right?
Yeah,
That's very firmly
yeah.
inside.
insides, yeah.
Firmly.
Wings
Yeah.
are a side.
Yeah.
Firms are,
Yeah.
in the barbecue setting.
So this is why.
Firmly inside.
So are you vetoing me? Just
No.
No, you don't get away with it that easy. We're on starters
It's not
now.
getting away with it. I'm asking, are you vetoing or not?
No, I think this is where the different. I don't know if the word is subjective because
I think
I will say wings is a starter for me as well.
Yeah,
But
I think for
it
me,
wouldn't be my
like
starter.
culturally, you turn up, you have a few wings to start.
Culturally.
I think at a cultural barbecue, you turn up,
It's just
wings
one.
to
It's
start.
just one of the first things I'd start eating. It wouldn't be a starter.
I think it's
But,
always a
Like-
designated
hang on,
starter.
if it's one of the first things you're eating, it is kind of a. I would say it's a
Nah,
starter.
there
but
is something else in my head. I'd probably pick.
I
No,
think
but-
my thing is that the first thing that's actually going to be ready? And I don't think
I
it
don't
is.
Yeah.
think it's the
Well,
one of the
I
first
think
things
you're
that's
going to the wrong barbecues then. Like, we got to plan ahead. Like, you got to make sure it comes out in a,
But that's
in
still
a
like-
good manner, right?
I don't know.
But if it's not ready with the other starters, then you're waiting and then you're like, well,
We have a lot
I'm
of
going to have it with my
barbecues.
mains.
We have a lot of barbecues, and I don't think once the wings are the thing that
Wings
been ready
are
first.
usually not the first things
It's
to
not
start.
been
So
like-
that will start.
The main starter as such. Like,
I don't know if I would veto it, but it is kind of like a technical point. How loosely are we going to go starter v sides?
The thing is, I think potato salad isn't a starter either.
Potato
but-
salad is more of a starter than wings.
You
is.
think so?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
'Cause-
I've only had potato salad as a side, but wings I would have on their own. That's the difference I see. Like, wings I think is its own separate meal, whereas potato salad I always feel like it's there next to
I
your
agree with
burger,
you on that,
right?
but also if I'm going to a barbecue, guess what's ready? First thing as I go through the door, potato salad. It's like, I walk open the door, there is potato salad.
Yeah, true. But a lot of the sides you can pre-prepare. That doesn't mean that they're starters, right?
Yeah.
Like the burger buns are pre-prepared. They're not going to be starters.
they're not the side either.
You're not sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Wings would not be a starter.
Oh, but wings plays so hard. Like wings is
You
great,
can change this to a side.
but no,
Oh.
I'm taking it as a starter.
Don't know.
This is why there's a veto system.
I'm
If you
going to
go-
veto.
I'm not vetoing.
Not vetoing.
I'm saying get them off the board also.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, you just want them
I just
out.
want
them gone.
Want them off.
Fair enough. I think just the thing with wings is they're so easy. They're just like, oh, there's a wing. I'll have a wing.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, we're not against wings generally.
It's a good pick.
They're good food.
My other thing,
They're good food. What else good?
my other thing with wings that I think with burgers as well, it's so hard to get them wrong. Like really, a grilled wing.
Yeah,
like
right.
to be honest, on a barbecue, a grilled wing, you need a bit of sauce, but the grill flavor, the smoky smoke texture, that's what really makes the wing.
What if you get salt and pepper wings?
What if you go to someone's
And I'm
house?
talking salt and black pepper wings.
But even then, I think what you're saying is the barbecue, like the charcoal barbecue flavor, adds enough for me. Like this is that. Like I'm definitely eating this.
No, we're gonna talk to the chef, but then like you can have it
But by the same merit of potato salad,
Yeah.
so easy to fuck up a wing.
I would talk to the chef about the potato salad too. I think with the wings as well, is like a lot of the time you do them and then you toss them in sauce afterwards. So we can always repair a bad wing afterwards. If you boil the potatoes too much, you're fucked.
Yeah, but like you can still add like spices and stuff to your potato salad, right?
I don't know why we're still arguing about potato salad.
There's still shit. I'm still not done first salvage this.
But yeah, okay. Wings. I just need to look at my board again. So my
It's me again.
starter is off the board, coming back around, and I think I've got to go with.
Oh, is this your second part of this?
Yeah, so this is the second part of the snake. So it'll be round 2. It goes me, then Rob, then Sylv, then you. So I'm between two sides actually. There's one I think I'd get a lot of hate if I took it.
Do it.
And the other one is just classic great side. It's amazing. So I'm definitely taking a side.
Yeah, do it. I mean, you have to pick it at some point.
I in good faith, I can't take it because, I'll tell you why when it's off the board. But I'm gonna take corn on the cob as a side.
Fine.
It's just, to be honest, I think there's nothing like it. Like corn is so average on a regs, but when you
no, it's right.
But when you have it fresh off the barbecue, put some butter on it, a little salt, maybe some lemon, maybe some chili, it bangs.
Do you know what? I'd actually argue that was a starter. But it doesn't matter because you've got them both. But you're right. Corn on the cob is elite on a barbecue.
It's one of the few foods that you probably wouldn't have it in your regular day life. But with a barbecue, it's an automatic. Like you're going through the supermarket. If you're gonna have a barbecue, even if it's not on your list, you're like, oh, corn, grab some.
Yeah.
Like just bang it on the thing, and you can put it on, like almost as soon as you start the fire. So it's
starter. First thing you put on the grill, it's a starter. What?
So when the fire's like really hot and you can't put some delicate stuff because it will burn too much, corn on the cob you can just whack it on. Make sure you just keep turning it a little bit.
Yeah,
it plays. I think corn on the cob is one of the most elite barbecue foods.
Yep.
I agree. Like I don't eat corn like regularly with dinner or anything. I don't want to have like corn from a tin or whatever. I'd have it on a barbecue. Like barbecue corn is just something else. Like you can either have it just like raw on the when you're cooking it raw on the barbecue, or you like put it in foil and then you chuck it in the charcoal. Like it's good. It's good food.
Yeah. You should have it more regularly.
Corn
ribs, mate.
Corn in your day-to-day life is good for you.
Yep.
I'm not sure. You could
just don't digest it.
I don't want to get.
Don't want to get what?
Claire.
You can't digest it.
Yeah,
and then
yellow in your shit.
What do you mean you can't digest it? What?
You can't. You can't. Your body can't get rid of it.
So?
Or like.
So,
doesn't mean it's not going to taste good.
I still not get the energy from it. Calories in.
If you can't digest it, are you getting energy?
Yes. What?
Also, you can't.
You get those whole corn poop. No,
we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that end of the movie. Corn in your day-to-day life is good. Corn on a barbecue is good.
You have once asked my partner for recipe to her corn ribs.
Yeah.
And that was not in a barbecue setting.
Corn is great. I think corn is great. It's underutilized. I think one of my favorite curries, I've never made it for you lot, is a corn on the cob curry.
What?
Corn on the
Corn
cob
on
curry.
the cob curry. It's great because all the juices really soak into the corn. It's almost like, you know, if you have chicken and the curry juices kind of soak into the chicken bones and then you can like suck out the juices.
Wait, so you're putting like half a cob or a quarter of a cob
cut into cores in the curry.
and then just leave it
Honestly, it's elite. It's what I have not made it for a while because I don't know. It's quite messy a bit as well.
Yeah, I was like,
It's quite messy, so it's not something you usually feed to guests. But for cheap, good curry, corn on the cob. We call it makan doda. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Rick, but it's elite. I'm telling you, it's great. I'll get my mum to send us some. But anyway, corn on the cob.
Elite.
Rob.
That's good.
Good chap.
Good pick.
Good chap.
Rob, 2-2. That's you.
More potato salad.
More potato. Yeah. Side. No. I'm going for a main. The humble sausage.
The humble sausage.
The humble sausage. Right. You run it like, you go in, you barbecue, you're like, okay, cool, got a burger, got a sausage. Just like standard, every barbecue again, much like we were saying with burgers, you know there's going to be sausages. There's vegetarian sausages, there's pork sausages, there's like bougie ass, like pork and apple sausages, caramelised onion sausages, you got like sweet sausage, you got like all sorts of different sausages.
Rob loves sausage.
Pleasing everyone.
Not wrong.
Passionate about my sausage. You can put spices on them, you can make them flavoury, you can just cook them boring. So like, much like going back to the potato salad, it's hard to fuck up a sausage.
It's a sausage everybody.
And also, long after you've had your hot dog, your sausage in your bap, or your roll, you're like, okay, cool. Well, there's loads and loads of sausages kicking about in your dish. You're picking at them all night. Always going, you're like, oh, okay, cool, I'll just pick a sausage up. You're like, I'm not even hungry.
So,
sausage is cooked. I'm going to pick them up and grab them.
I think 2 points there. One, if there's other things that are better to pick up, I don't think I'd be picking up sausages.
Nah, I agree with Rob. Sausage also just sits nice.
So what are you saying? What would you rather pick up? Oh no, it might come up to you.
I think there's other things, but like if there's a leftover wing, I'll yam a leftover wing before I pick up a sausage. 2, and I think your main point was they're always there, right?
Yeah.
Just because they're there doesn't mean they could. Let's be honest.
But they're there for a reason.
I think the reason that they're always there is that they're easy. It's just you get packet sausage from the aisle.
That's why they are one of the best barbecue foods.
Also,
Together we'll pick them out. There's only 20 things.
The other thing with sausages as well is like if you're using an actual charcoal barbecue, you've got to make sure that the coal is nice and like not cool. It's like a 4 count when you put your hand. Like otherwise you're going to burn.
4 count. For 1, 2, 3, 4.
The 1 count is like you put your hand 1 and you're hot and you have to pull it away. So it's got to be quite cool when you put the sausage on. Otherwise you're going to burn the outside. Now how many barbecues
It's the same as
I've been
everything
to-
though.
No.
Corn.
It's so much easier to burn the skin on a sausage. You know how many barbecues I've been to where you come and there's just like a half blackened sausage there.
I don't think I've been to any, if any, barbecues with burnt sausages. And then there's burnt other stuff, but sausages are always.
I think sausages.
Your friend.
Sausages. The amount of times I've seen burnt sausages at barbecue. Like if you go to like your sports team's having a social and someone's on the barbecue. Guaranteed burnt sausages. Like at a fun fair, there's like a barbecue. Guaranteed burnt sausages.
Barbecue at fun fair.
I get the sports one, but then if they're burning sausages, they're burning everything. They're burning halloumi, they're burning chicken, they're burning your cob, mate. So,
but the thing is, like the sausage, it gets burnt very, very quickly. The other stuff, there's some play in it. Sausage, it's just like the skin is like it can turn like this because you like it brown, but it can turn like this, and then you're just eating like it's like a toast. Toast can burn so quickly if you're not ready on
who's getting toast wrong?
Who's getting man? People don't know how to cook out here. People don't know how to cook.
That's not the sausage's fault though. That's the people who are in charge of the barbecue's fault.
I think similar to the potato salad, the variance in the quality of sausage is very high.
No.
You can walk into any supermarket, pick up just your basic sausages, stick them on a barbecue, they will still be good.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just...
You can go bougie, you can go cheap, but a sausage...
Sausage is a sausage.
You go frozen, you can go fresh.
It's so
I don't know about frozen.
It's so basic. Like, at the moment, right, Rob, I'm looking at your barbecue.
Oh, fuck you, you're not looking at anyone else's, are you? Fuck you, you're not reading anyone else's together, are you?
We're looking at that pick for
Maine.
Like, if
Maine?
What?
Real the main thing is a sausage.
Yeah.
I thought that was a side.
No!
Oh!
If the star of your show is, bruv, come to my
That's
barbecue,
different.
we're having sausages.
That might be different.
That's dead.
Because
That's dead.
if I got there and there was like potato salad, there was wings, there was whatever else, corn on the cob, but then the main thing was sausage, I'd be like,
Mate, like goat
where's
sausages.
the real meat?
Goat sausages.
Where's the real meat at? Where's the
How many barbecues?
So let me help
sausage?
let me help him out. So you're South African or from that area in the world.
That's
You get there, you got bratwurst, you got all the stuff, you got all those
bratwurst. That's German.
German, but you know what's the
Boerewurst.
Boerewurst.
That's not sausage. That's
is
Boerewurst.
sausage.
No.
This guy getting all defensive.
Those are sausages.
That's a different thing.
No,
completely.
those are sausages.
Oh, you get. Go
No.
tell a South African that Boerewurst is sausages.
It's sausages.
He will lamp you, bro.
Bring that to the cricket social down the world. Everyone's like, "What have you got? You got Boerewurst all around." They're like, "Can I get some sausages,
Where
please?"
you get Boerewurst?
You're getting Boerewurst
Where?
down. Everyone's like,
That's
"Can
not
I get a
sausage,
sausage,
it's
please?"
Boerewurst.
It's a sausage.
It's like
Sausages
saying
can be
bratwurst
anything.
is sausage.
Bratwurst
There's
is
a
They are
sausage.
sausage.
There's a sausage.
My point is, where the hell are you getting those at a barbecue
I went down to
here?
my butcher's and they had some Boerewurst. Just
But
like
at a barbecue, have you ever gone, oh, I want one of those?
if you went to a South African's, I'm sure you can get some.
Who?
I don't know.
Because you also just called him South African.
No, he's from South
he's from the
Africa.
region.
Southern Africa.
You can. If you go Victoria to the Savannah, you can get.
There we go. That's the shop.
But
You can
I've
get
never
Boerewurst
been to a barbecue where that has been a thing.
this summer.
We'll hook you up. We'll get you some
But
Boerewurst. It's elite.
Boerewurst do count as your
It's not a sausage.
as a main dish.
I would
it's
say
a
it's a
sausage.
sausage.
That
The
turns
thing
out-
is with Boerewurst as well, it's kind of a sidecar main dish. You'll always have it with like a.
but if
with
you
another
turned up to a
meat.
barbecue and there were Boerewurst there, just Boerewurst and Boerewurst, different types, different spices.
That's a main.
Chop
But that's not sausage. You never
That's
get
a
those.
sausage.
My man's
No,
taking
no,
pictures
no.
of sausages. Though. He doesn't know where to get
He knows
Boerewurst.
where to get
He ain't getting bratwurst. Where did you get bratwurst at Rob's house?
Even if
Bro, we had to buy my barbecue. Like.
This is true. Rob
Great
didn't
investment.
have a barbecue until we went to his house and we're like,
Where's the barbecue?
where's the barbecue? Let's go buy a barbecue.
Great investment.
It was.
investment.
It was.
Yeah, so sausage.
All kinds.
All kinds.
All kinds.
All kinds. All kinds. It
So
was not
I'm
taken,
not.
just like
so
the jam.
here's my thing. If I was very like into the nitty gritty and wanted to take a Boerewurst, I'd be like, what type of sausage? But I think sausage is fine as it's own.
All
Calm.
kinds.
Calm. All kinds of sausage.
Sylv, you're up with the third pick in the second round.
Third pick in the second round. So I think this is one of those ones I should just get off the board.
Ooh.
Oh, but I think I sort of waste pick because I don't know what everyone else is going. Everyone's done starters, right?
Yeah, we've all done starters.
Yes,
You're right.
yeah.
So you can leave that till last. But with these lot, the ambiguity between side and starters,
With these
apparently-
lot, including you as well.
So, no, but I would have never thought potato salad would be a starter, is what I'm saying. But you guys have opened up the possibilities, so you know.
We opened your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get your starter snaked if you don't take it.
So
Up to you.
I want to take as a side chicken skewers.
I don't know if that's a side.
See, that's the same thing as like saying a sausage is If you that
does feel like a bit.
feels like a main.
I mean,
for
that's-
some-
okay, so
that's-
like going back to let's go back to today.
A main are chicken portions. So that's your leg, your drumsticks, your thighs.
But if it's minced, it's
No, not minced.
Like
Skewers.
pieces,
Pieces, like breast pieces.
like we had today.
Yeah.
Like we had
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
That was not
so
a side.
hang on. So wings are a side.
In a
Starter.
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 Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got sausage
that.
as a main. What's going on here?
It's your barbecue. It's the way you want.
I'm not sure that chicken pieces are a side. I'd say a starter.
Nah.
But I think you're relegating chicken to the backseat of friendship,
I'm not
mate.
relegating-
Like, you're relegating chicken
I'm
here,
taking
bro. How do
chicken
you
skewers
as a side?
as a side.
I don't even know if it is.
No.
I think this is.
Well, it's your show. Do you want a veto?
I'm out with it.
I think it. So if we're going to Sylvester's barbecue, and a beef burger is a main, then I would classify. As much as I think this is a bit like. That's a pretty good goddamn pick. I'm annoyed. I think you might be right. Pieces of chicken with a
Fine.
beef burger. That makes sense. Unfortunately.
Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, okay. I can see it. I think the thing is, in my barbecue experience, like, I think you're getting skewers. If you're getting skewers, you're putting peppers, onions, mushrooms, and it's a whole meal. Like, that's a main course for me, right? But I think you're saying more like just the little picky pieces that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Chicken
fine,
skewers.
fine.
Cubed up chicken, seasoned whatever way you want, multiple different flavors all over.
What are you seasoning? What's your go-to?
What's my go-to?
Yeah.
We go a little bit of. We'll have two, so we'll have a dry one and we'll have a wet marinade. So dry marinade, let's go salt, paprika, chili powder, garlic, and a little bit of brown sugar. So that'll be like your easy going, not too spicy, not too loud.
For the
That's
certain
everyone-
type of people.
For the certain type of people. Now, if I was going sort of wet marinade, I'll go some yogurt, go some lemon juice, salt, all-purpose seasoning, lots of chili powder. Done. And then when it comes out, you sprinkle some onion and garlic powder. Rotate, cook a bit more. That's it.
On after. Interesting.
Yeah, that's my go-to. So yeah, two types.
Good pieces of chicken.
Good pieces.
It's
of
always
chicken.
good as I think it's a side. I think it's a good side.
I think it's good. I think I dislike chicken breasts over like pieces.
Yeah,
Because I think breast
for me,
is
chicken
worse.
portions would be more of a main. So like your
Yeah.
chicken
Yeah,
with a bone in would be more of a
I
main
think, but
piece.
the thing is, I always feel bone-in chicken is one of the most delicious things. It
But also
hits.
very difficult to do on a barbecue, which
Yeah.
is why
And to
it
get
would
right.
be a main.
To get right, yeah.
I've had a lot of dry chicken on a.
You'd have to pre-cook and then cook, and
You
then
man.
sometimes
That's easy.
You need to
yeah.
talk to the
Yeah.
chef.
like cooking just everything, just whacking it on like on cook.
Yeah, I guess that
Takes a long
that is a
time.
point,
It's-
right?
yeah.
On the bone chicken is a lot harder to cook. Obviously, when you're a chef like me,
Go for it.
it's okay. Like it's
It's not my
fine.
barbecue.
but like that's the other thing is it's a lot harder to mess up the
Yeah.
chicken skewers than the pieces, right?
Yep.
Okay, I see it. I'm not sure I get the vision yet, but it's coming to life.
It's coming to life.
I'm
coming
seeing
to
it.
life.
I'm seeing it.
All right. Well, Rick, can we see what you're taking next in your fourth pick of the second round?
Oh, this is me.
To go with your first overall pick, which was halloumi.
as a starter.
It's a start.
I'm gonna go main. I'm gonna go something which is, personally, I always find is delicious. Lamb chops.
Good shout.
Good shout.
Because they are elite.
They are elite. They are so good.
Easy to eat. It's something that if it is left, I will take it throughout any part of the night. If there's a lamb chop going and I'm hungry at 10 p.m. after a few beds, lamb chop. Bam. Boom.
Yeah.
Done. Easy clean up. No mess. Marinate well. Easy pickings. I think that's all I got to say, really. Lamb chops.
Yeah, I think lamb chops are elite. I think our type of barbecue would marinate them a bit more flavour, like that. I think as well, what they play with well is if you get a really good quality lamb chop, literally salt and pepper, and it's so tasty. Like lamb is one of my favourite.
I think that's the thing. Whoever buys the lamb chop needs to know what they're looking for. Because sometimes you go and you just get literally a tiny bit of meat and then fat all at the top.
I don't think the people who are going to buy lamb chops aren't going to know how to cook lamb chops. Okay. I think you would steer clear from it. You would get your sausages, you would get your pre-made burgers, you would get chicken wings that are maybe even pre-marinated, that sort of stuff. If you know what you're doing, if you're an experienced barbecue chef, you go butcher and you know what you're asking for. No, you know what to expect.
I think it really plays. I think my trepidation is, to be honest, my mains list was my most stacked list. I was between lamb chops and the thing I'm going to pick. So I'm really happy that you've picked it because honestly, lamb chops are really,
you just
really
needed it represented somewhere.
They're so good. And it's like, I like, in terms of like other things, lamb, I like other cuts of lamb, but chops, I don't know what it is. I think it's the same factor of cooking something on the bone. Just always tastes better to me. Lamb chops just hit in a way that other lamb portions don't.
I think other lamb portions don't do as well in barbecues as well. Like if you were to get a shoulder, you can't cook a shoulder.
No.
Not unless you're those American guys with the big smokers.
Yeah.
But easy barbecue, you could be disposable if you wanted it.
No. I think that's one of the best picks so far, if I'm honest. Lamb chops. Yeah, no, I think they're really good. I mean, I would have picked them. I'd have happily had them. So congratulations, Rick.
Interested to think what your other one was. But we'll find out.
Oh, you'll find out.
We'll find out. Rick, you're back up.
So it's me again.
It is you.
I think a lot of the other categories have been picked, so I'm going to go drink.
Okay. Ooh, he's going for it.
And also, I think there's a lot of options for drinks.
Yep. Yeah.
I think I need to say it. G&T.
Oh, it's on the list.
There's lots of options for drinks.
You sunk my battleship.
But summer day, it's really hot, you're with your mates, what's easy to drink and goes well with anything, G&T.
Yeah.
Well, you need like 3 things. 4 things if you include an ice.
Big glass.
My thing is, for barbecues, it's not... If we have set many types of barbecue and you just have a G&T, it's not to everyone's taste.
No, but I don't think anything will be. I think everyone wants to drink a different thing at barbecue. Yeah. And, obviously you guys will pick other stuff and we'll have this probably a similar conversation about some people don't like this, some people don't like that. But G&T, universally known as pretty good summer day drink, barbecue or not.
Yeah, I think G&Ts are one of the best summer drinks. It's so refreshing, it goes down well. Like, it's not too, heavy, like some drinks you get, you really fill you up, so you can't enjoy the rest of the food. I think G&Ts they permeate so well in a barbecue. I don't even know what that means, but...
Just saying big words. Big words, hoping for the best.
They permeate his body.
I'm doing a Stephen A. Smith. Just say big words and it'll impress me. I don't know why I'm doing it for your draft pick. And
must be a pretty good draft pick.
I think it's good. I think it's a very, it's a clean drink.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a fancy gin, you can have not a fancy gin, you can have fancy tonic, you can have not fancy tonic, and whatever you're having, it's tasting good.
No, I vibe with that, Rick. I really do. It was on my board. It was on Rob's board. Sylv?
What's your favourite? It's not on my board.
It wasn't.
It wouldn't have been.
Oh, okay. It's not in your top 5 drinks.
Not a barbecue.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay.
I'd have 1 or 2 G&Ts at a barbecue, but I wouldn't drink G&Ts all afternoon and evening. So yeah. What's the go-to gin?
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Nah, I'm not too much of a fruity gin type of guy. I'm not too down with the flavours type thing. So I genuinely give me a Gordon's G&T and I'll be happy. But
simple dry gin.
Simple dry gin.
Yeah.
Lime, easy going. If you want to mix it up, is it Ophir?
A fear, yeah.
Fear, that one, that's
right,
pretty good.
yeah.
You can people jazz that up with like chili and coriander and all sorts. And
No, that's white people doing too
People
much. That's
mix
what
it
that
up
is.
like that.
That's like Jamie Oliver. He put icing sugar on coriander, then put it in the oven. This is people doing too much. Coriander should not go anywhere near a
I think
G&T.
another-
What is that?
Another flavour. If I am going flavour, I think there's like an orange passion. Is that, I think it's blood orange maybe.
Yeah,
No,
That
yeah,
one
that's
is pretty
orange,
good.
yeah.
Like a little bit of flavour, not too offensive, but
Yeah.
pretty refreshing. But yeah.
G&T's. Good pick. I think all around good pick.
Great pick.
Sylv.
No, actually, not great pick. Sorry.
That's,
pick.
keep that in. Keep
Okay,
that in.
pick.
Oh,
Okay,
keep
pick.
that in.
Okay, pick.
Great pick. Cut. Now
Yeah.
Sylv.
So I've got my main. I've got my side. Now I need.
Noun.
I mean, you've been saying that the whole time, like, can't put a pipe down.
You can put a noun counter in the top. I'm gonna go miscellaneous.
Oh,
I like it.
Now, when I was thinking about this, there were so many things popping up in my head. I was like, miscellaneous.
Get ready to argue.
But I'm literally just sticking down barbecue foods because I think that's what we said, right? It wasn't
Yeah,
barbecue,
barbecue
it wasn't
foods,
barbecue items. It
No,
wasn't
barbecue menu.
Barbecue
Yeah.
Menu, that was
Things
it.
you would see at a barbecue.
Yeah.
So my miscellaneous barbecue item,
I know what it's going to be.
jollof rice.
Oh.
Or, as they say in Niger, jollof rice.
Nice.
So I thought would have thought this was an aside. It was a
yeah.
side, but I think
No,
miscellaneous category is
Same.
one where you're like, if
I'm
you
happy
want
with that.
something extra from each of them,
Yeah.
you can dip into it.
Happy with that.
Yeah.
So when I said I was between a couple things for my side,
Yeah, I did. I did.
Mr. Potato Salad!
so when I was between corn on the cob and something else, it was jollof rice. But I thought, honestly, we got the Nigerian on the draft. We got to let him have it. Also,
You gotta have it.
after the revelations of the start of the podcast, I'm not sure I'm qualified to talk on jollof rice in the same way. But I honestly, it bangs. It really does.
So, yeah.
You should have picked it and then picked the Ghanaian version.
Oh, that is a very important shout. Nigerian jollof rice.
Oh,
not Senegalese, not Sierra Leonean.
Oh,
Nigerian
it was.
jollof rice.
Nigerian.
With our Ghanaian fans. All zero of them.
We have got people who listen to in Sudan.
And
Like one
Kuwait.
Sudanese listener.
And Kuwait, yeah. We can spend some ad dollars to promote in Ghana.
People like it.
Then if we ever do a Twitter poll, I'll just get them all to hate on Sylv.
Oh, no, they'll love it. They'll understand. But yeah, jollof rice. It goes well with
For
barbecue in
the
my head.
uneducated among us who aren't of the
Aren't in this
Nigerian
room.
descent, give us a rundown.
It's a staple in any African household. I would say like a spicy rice dish, but tomato based, a little bit of spice, no spice. You can have it smoked, so flavored. That's usually called party jollof rice. That's the stuff you get at weddings and birthdays.
that's
Those Those are some good stuff. But yeah, tomato rice. Not your Nando's tomato rice. None of that.
Not like chopped tomatoes and rice.
Not chopped tomatoes and rice.
Not Uncle Ben's.
Not Uncle Ben's chopped tomato and rice.
just
Ben's original.
Sorry, Ben, don't cancel me.
Ben's original tomato
Not
rice.
sponsored.
I think they are starting to sell them in like ready meal packs now in certain
like the microwave
supermarkets.
ones.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, so if that's gonna be your first introduction to jollof rice, don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, jollof rice, good side dish, preferably warm. I think that'd be my only thing with jollof rice.
Yeah.
You've got to keep it warm in some type of way, so it'll probably be in the kitchen. You're gonna have to go get from the pot yourself.
I like it as a spicy with the Scotch bonnet flavours.
Oh, you like extra
I
spicy?
like it with the Scotch bonnet flavours.
Yeah. It just depends on how who's coming to the barbecue. That varies the spice level.
You know what I think with the jollof in itself is like for a kind of like a carby side.
Yeah.
It's so hard to get one that has flavour itself, and you could probably just yam a whole side, a whole portion of it, and be happy. But jollof rice is one of those ones where it's like. It's so good. It's so nice. I'll have it twice. Like that's a go back to the pot for a second.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, like, if there's leftovers and there's a spare tub. I'm taking that
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
It's going home with you.
Yeah.
I'm taking that home and then just cooking my own chicken, and I'm good for dinner the next day.
Oh, that's also another thing. It's it works well for vegetarians and vegans. So very whatever stock you use and
Good pick.
good pick.
Yeah,
Good
great.
pick.
Yeah, it's great.
Great.
It's like it's tasty and it's hot, but it's not hot for the sake of being hot.
Yeah.
Like it's
the taste.
yeah, it's the taste.
definitely.
All about taste rather than just
Oh
like.
damn,
Some foods are
Sylv's out here.
Kind
Sylv's
of looking good, man.
Sylv's out here.
And
Rob,
again, like we were saying, it's on 3 out of 4 of my choices. Like, I don't know about yours, Rick. Like,
I just didn't
It's a
consider it.
honourable
Like, if I
mention.
had, it would have been on my
Yeah.
I was like, I feel bad snaking it, so I was like, I'm gonna leave
yeah.
that.
I also thought that. I was like, I don't feel like I have the Nigerian clout to take double rice. Sylv. Oh, not Sylv. Rob, you're next.
Am I?
With the third pick of the third round.
Good times. I'm going to go in miscellaneous
Okay.
with peppers,
Huh?
like quartered peppers, or like skewered peppers.
Okay.
If we're going with like Sylv's as like
Okay.
skewered
Yeah,
chicken
okay,
and like
yeah.
stuff.
So grilled peppers.
Grilled peppers, yeah.
Grilled peppers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So hard to go wrong.
Mhm.
Like you got various colour peppers, various flavours.
What's your favourite colour of pepper?
What's your favourite colour of pepper? Probably red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Acceptable.
Yeah.
Would have accepted it.
Except no green. Green are just unripe peppers. They taste worse. If you eat them raw, they taste so much more
Do
bitter.
you know why they
than-
taste worse? Because they're better for you.
Yeah.
They're just unripe. That's all they are. They're gross.
Anyway,
Okay,
sorry.
I haven't said.
Rob,
Don't be
you carry
hating on my peppers.
Sell your pick. Sell your pick.
Yeah, so peppers, good for vegetarians. They're good to put in other things as well. Like you get in your burger, put them in your burger.
Yep.
You got your peppers.
Yeah.
Peppers in your burger. You have them with the halloumi.
Yep.
You can make.
Which is a great pick.
Yeah, great
Thank
pick. You can skewer them with other things as well, other vegetables or fruit. If that's your vibe. I ain't getting hate for that. And as we mentioned when we were at a barbecue earlier, like if they get a little bit burnt, they're actually better.
I think that's actually where they are. Like,
Yeah, they got
they're in that
colour.
element where they've got that crispy outside, which you can almost peel off.
Yeah.
And I think that's when you get all the sweetness out of it, and then they're really good.
Yeah,
That's my preference.
like fresh peppers as well. Like they're juicy as well, especially when you've especially when you've grilled
Yeah.
them.
Underrated as well, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
I think you see them at a lot of barbecues as well, but it's just sort of like, oh, it's stuffed peppers. Oh, sorry, just peppers. Yeah, cool.
I think as well with the pepper, it's one of the vegetables that takes the grilling like the best. Like sometimes you get vegetables when you grill it goes a bit like drawn out and really kind of dry. You get some that go a bit more bitter. The pepper really enhances the flavour so well. Like I think grilled peppers are elite. Like honestly, that's a great pick. I think.
1 out of 5 ain't bad.
You
We got the Amir stamp of approval. we need that on the podcast, like an actual like Amir approves this.
I don't know if my editing skills are that good yet. But yeah. Any more on grilled peppers? No.
Solid pick.
So I'm basically all you guys have taken a main. So I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm gonna go with drink and miscellaneous. I'm between 2 drinks. My first drinks, well, one of my drinks is gone, and I'm between 2. I think as everyone else has taken a main, I can keep my main till last, and I think it will vibe. I'm between 2 drinks at the moment. One's a bit more like obvious. And the other one's a bit more kind of like upper class, like a bit more fruity, but I think I'm gonna go with it because I like it. I'm gonna take sangria. Sangria is so good on a summer's day. I think sangria
I feel like all
is
3 of us
great.
going, ooh, means it's probably not the
Well,
best.
no. My is I don't know whether that's a great pick or a not so good pick? Because sangria, I like.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's a solid drink.
On a hot
Do
day.
I want it in a barbecue?
And also,
And I don't know what the answer to that is. It's not yes or no. If someone gave me a glass of sangria, I'd be like, yeah,
Winner.
yeah, I'll take it.
You'd be loving it.
But if no one ever gave me sangria at a barbecue for the rest of my life, I'd also be like, yeah,
Cool.
okay.
I
I
feel
think
like I've
the
missed
thing
out on
is-
everything by it not being there.
The thing is with the drinks, I feel like we're so used to having the standard few that we're just kind of I'll go with that. That's fine. But if someone goes the extra mile and makes something, it can put that barbecue over the top.
I think
that's
I'm gonna
what I
back
feel.
it. I'm gonna back it. If the next barbecue we had, you gave me sangria, made well with good wine, I'd be quite happy.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I feel like the fact that it's not at a lot of barbecues, like you don't go to a lot of barbecues and think, okay, cool, there's sangria.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think you get it in a lot of places.
Yeah, but so I think quantity doesn't mean quality, right? And we're saying this is the best barbecue experience, best barbecue foods, right? I feel like we need to, at the end of this, we're gonna do come dine with me style, and each one of us needs to host a barbecue
That's
With
with
that.
the list,
Yeah.
the list, right?
Yeah.
But I think anytime you go somewhere, if the sangria is good, the vibes are great.
So if the ice melts and it's a hot day, it is a bit poor.
There's
I will
too
say
many.
that.
There's too many points of failure in a sangria.
Is it?
To
Go
make
on.
a big batch of sangria
Yeah.
that would last the whole barbecue, there are too many points of failure.
Why would you need to make a big
Big
batch?
batch,
Why not
yeah.
just a jug?
That's
Ah,
a big
Tom.
batch. It's not like
No,
you.
you make a jug. How many people are at your barbecue? If everyone takes a glass,
Yeah,
your sangria is done, and you've got to go back. So you need to make
but
a big batch.
that's the same as the other popular summer drink, which might come up. Some of you probably.
How is that
guessed.
different to G&T? You gotta make a new one every time.
No, but a G&T, you
It's
make
very
them by
responsible
glass.
to make, yeah.
Yeah, you make that glass by
You're not
glass
making-
rather than
you're not making
picture
a
by
jug.
picture.
I think the thing is when the sangria's flowing, everyone's in on it. Like it's a good time, right? And like
Everyone's in on it because you're in on it.
no, when the sangria's flowing, you don't think everyone's gonna have a glass of sangria? Like
They
sangria
will.
will have.
But you're constantly moving up and down making sangria. Another thing, if your
I'm
wine,
fine with that.
if your wine isn't good, it's a bad sangria. If the
Yes, but
water
it's
starts
a good
dissolving into
sangria.
it.
I did
It's a
say,
good sangria.
yeah, I did say, you know,
It's a good
on the
sangria.
stipulation,
The
it's a
fruit's
good
right.
sangria.
Yeah, but if you've got someone who's making a good sangria, you've also got someone who's not burning your fucking sausages.
True.
Hey, this is my barbecue, right? I'm just talking about me. If I make a sangria, it's gonna be a good one, right? Like,
It's okay. It's a good sangria. My thing, how many of those do I drink over the course? I don't think I'm drinking sangria again all evening.
All
long.
evening? Maybe
Same
not.
all afternoon.
Maybe
long. Same
not.
as same as.
yeah, but that's what you can get all these
Same
other
as the
things
GT.
everywhere. But for a great barbecue experience, remember that time we went to Rob's and he made sangrias and they were so good.
Yeah,
Like,
I get it.
It's
They-
a
puts
state-
it
it's a-
over the top.
It's a statement piece at a barbecue.
yeah, that's
I'm
what
not
I
gonna
mean.
lie, but
If I
just
wanted
too
a
many
drink
points.
for drink's sake, you know what I would have taken, right?
and there's nothing wrong.
There's
with
nothing
that.
wrong with that.
wrong with that.
It's
No,
like
that's
vanilla
great.
ice cream,
That is
isn't there?
great.
Nothing
That
wrong
is
with
great.
vanilla ice cream.
But it's a statement piece at my perfect barbecue, and that's what it is.
And you'll think about you're going to have to keep on going up and making. That's a lot of barbecue drinks. There's
Not
one
really.
obvious one which we've not mentioned yet, but people
No,
will be
there's-
make that.
There's quite a lot of
That
drinks
keeps
you
going.
can make in
Yeah.
batch that would last you a long time.
Yeah, fair enough. But I, to be honest, I'm not here for.
Yeah, like you said, we're working on perfect sangria, good sangria.
Yeah.
My only thing is, I don't know if I drink a lot of them all the time. You also are alienating certain people who turn up at the barbecue because people don't like red wine. So some people don't like red
I
wine.
mean, some people
The
don't like
tartness.
gin. Like you said that about
Is
any
it-
of the
any
things,
drinks,
right?
yeah.
I think the only issue I could foresee is when I'm hosting a barbecue, I'm usually on the grill, so
So
it's
who's
tough for
making-
me to make. But as
You're not
long
even
as-
making your own sangria. You're just grilling this shit.
No, as long as I've got either a good deputy who can pass the tongs to, or I've got some partner who's going to be in the kitchen, I think sangria plays. And to be honest, I like if you get me a sangria, I'll be loving life, and that's what you need at a barbecue.
Need to see the sangria get made then.
Yeah. This come dine with me event that we are now setting up for the four of us.
He likes the Spanish Latina influence.
Okay, so kicking off the fourth round with the first pick, I'm going to go miscellaneous. And to be honest, I didn't take the jollof rice because I didn't feel it was personal to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't pander. I take what I pick because I like what I pick. So for miscellaneous, there can only be one thing that I'm going to pick.
For you?
For me.
Yep.
And it's going to be Heinz tomato ketchup. Gotta be done, always, forever. If you have ketchup and it's not Heinz, get out the door. Like, I don't like you. It's Heinz tomato ketchup. It goes with everything. Your burgers, extra Heinz. Your sausage, extra Heinz. Put it on it.
Potato salad, ketchup.
I mean, it would help.
Mayo chop.
Your chicken skewers, dip it in a bit of ketchup. If it's bland, we'll vibe with it. Your lamb, if there's not enough sauce, dip it in ketchup. It vibes. Every barbecue has ketchup. You were talking about, every barbecue has potato salad. Maybe. Every barbecue has ketchup.
Because you're there.
Barbecue has
I don't have ketchup in the house traditionally. Have to go out especially. We just went up Snowdon. Had to get a 900 gram tub of ketchup.
Did you all eat it?
No!
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I don't know if I did.
I did.
You had it on your bacon sandwiches in the morning.
I did myself.
I actually didn't, but that would have been a good idea.
Yeah, it would have. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's universally the best condiment. It vibes with a lot of different things. It enhances flavours. If things are too... Like, honestly, I've been known to keep a bottle of ketchup or two in the car or something. If things are a bit dead when you get invited to next man's barbecue, you whip out the ketchup, you're living. Like, honestly, ketchup only does one thing and it just enhances. Whatever. If you've got a 2 barbecue, 5 with the ketchup. If you've got a 10 barbecue, over the top with ketchup. Got 7, it's a 9 with ketchup. Ketchup is great, and it should be in everyone's house, in everyone's cupboards.
Not sponsored by ketchup.
Not sponsored by.
Hey,
Not sponsored by
Heinz, if you're
57.
watching, Heinz, if you're watching.
If there was ever a Heinz sponsorship.
Yeah, this is the place to be.
Yeah.
My guy's looking for the endless supply.
There's lots of other condiments.
They're just
But
inferior.
it's good.
It's good. You can't, as a miscellaneous pick.
You can't fault.
It's okay.
It's definitely miscellaneous.
I think as it's the most true to me pick there could be for a barbecue.
Yep.
For a miscellaneous or mere pick, Heinz ketchup. Heinz ketchup.
Heinz ketchup.
Not
Yeah.
ketchup.
Heinz ketchup.
No,
Heinz.
Tesco's
Yes.
own shit.
It can, and I disagree a little bit with it enhancing everything. Because if there's a good lamb chop, or there's good chicken, or there's
If you got a good chef,
I
do you
think
need that?
ketchup would make it worse because it makes it like sweet and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
detracts from the taste.
Okay,
But
you don't need to dip it in everything like I do, but it raises the floor of
Yeah.
everything
It
so
raises the
much.
fl-
Like
yeah.
it can make a burnt sausage tasty. Like
You can't throw Heinz on my jollof rice though, just so you know. If
No, it's already got tomatoes in it.
if you threw Heinz on some jollof rice, you'll get out the door.
ketchup. That's
Right.
it's a must-have if I'm
It's-
honest.
Unarguable.
Rob, round 4, pick 2.
I think I'm safe with my side. Because it's probably just one of those things that I like, which is cool, because that's what this is about. So I'm going to drink, as Amir's already written down. Beer.
Yeah. That was
Like-
my other drink.
You go up Tesco, buy like 24 pack of Corona for like 10 quid, chuck it in the fridge, gorgeous. Like, you buy a pack of Bud, chuck it in the fridge, gorgeous. Like, on a hot day, sometimes there's nothing better than just a cold beer.
Yep.
Like, and sometimes when you're in that hot sun, you're just necking the beers. You're necking the beers with the boys. You're having a nice time. Like, you're just like, they just go down so easy. They're warm. It's warm, sun. You got a cold beer. You drink them out of the glass, you drink them out of the bottle. You can have fancy beer, you can have cheap beer.
I will say, I think we are definitely a demographic that loves the beers. But people who don't like beer really don't like beer. Like, it's kind of like, I feel like G&Ts and other drinks are kind of more kind of universal, but
You
people
can't
who
use
hate
that
beers.
argument. You
Yeah.
can't use that argument. You cannot use that argument. No, sir. You
No,
cannot.
I'm just saying, as a pick, I think it's amazing.
Some
But there could be a group of 4 other individuals. There could be 0 beer drinkers.
But I
on
feel
there.
like the beer is a bigger player for
Yeah.
a bigger population than certain other picks that I also have on my list.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, beer's a great pick. I think
Beer's
the
a great
only
pick.
fault I've got with it is if you drink too much beer, you feel full,
Yep.
and then you sleep, and then you don't enjoy yourself as much as
You
you.
don't enjoy your food.
I agree with Rob. Beer
But-
is the one. You can go your lighter beers, your Coronas, your Souls, your
Yeah.
Modelo's, super light beer to your heavy IPAs. So you can gradually rise up. Stick to one beer. Don't fuck around and mix beers. But there's a big choice for everyone, and yeah,
It's good.
it fits a big demographic of people.
I think my other thing is, I don't think quantity means quality though. Like, that's the thing.
No,
If
but-
my
no. But
There
you
are
can
so
nurse.
many
You
good
can nurse a
beers.
in
beer.
my
You can
perfect
nurse a beer.
barbecue
beer.
experience, like, beer is like almost an everyday. Maybe not every day. I'm not. Beer
Oh my
is
god,
like-
necking ketchup and beer. Like,
I know my
Make
mum
something
will
better.
listen,
Make
but
something better.
I get texts of my mum. You drink beer every day?
yeah.
No, it's almost an every week experience for me. Like, beers.
Not getting cut.
Beers. Honestly, I think just, they're always present. So I don't know if they'd be around. Like, if it's something I'm specific, like, yeah, let's get a good beer. Like, I'll get a crate of beers, yeah, but
But like you're saying, they're
That's
always
fine.
around.
They're always
Like you go
around.
around someone's house and you might not have some other picks. Some people might not have sangria because you don't have it on tap. I was like, you go around someone's house and you know they've got beer and then you know it's in the fridge, ready for the barbecue.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to fuck around with like making shit either.
Yeah.
Like if you go to the fridge, you can grab 4 beers, sorted.
I think actually that's a good point. If I like turn up at Rob's house with a disposable and a pack of burgers, there's gonna be
And
beer.
a six-pack.
Yeah,
And
a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Like that. I think that's a really good point on beer.
They're really good as well. So like going back to how you were saying about you being the grill master, here you are stood at the grill. You've got to hand your responsibilities over to your good friend Rick over here, so you can go and make your batch of sangria before you got to serve it back out again. Oh, Rob, can you get me a Corona? Sure, I'll just go to the fridge, grab a Corona. There you go, satisfied.
Yeah, true. I mean, you don't need to slag off the sangria for you to make that point. I'm just saying, I brought that like
it. I like it.
when I said sangria.
Use it against
I am
them, use it.
I'm true to my picks. I brought that up when I said about that. You wouldn't have had that point to make if I didn't bring it up. But I get what you mean. I think it's an easy and it's just there.
I mean,
But it's a good pick. It's a good pick. There's nothing like a cold beer on a hot day. Like it hits different sometimes. But yeah, good pick.
Good pick.
Can I
you can.
level up the beer?
Yeah.
Beer Mosa.
Beer
Oh.
Mosa.
Beer Mosa.
Beer
I don't think it warrants its own pick. I think it's too close to beer. But beer with a little bit of orange juice in the summer
Beer Mosa. Bang.
makes terrible beer better.
Yes.
Also, while you're playing football, cricket, you can also hold a beer in your hand and still do
We
your
were talking
sports.
about barbecues in there, not football.
At barbecue, someone's kicking a ball.
We got disposable on the side of the pitch.
You know what? Sylv, when you have a house with a big enough garden that we can play cricket in it, they're not allow you to think that line of thinking. But until then, that's out.
Beers.
Can have a pool as well, because I still want someone to have a pool so I can take my
He
kids.
can't swim. What's he going to do with a ball?
You got to learn somewhere.
It's for everyone else's enjoyment. Screw it.
Fair enough. Sylv, it's your pick.
My pick. Starter and drink. I think I'll go starter.
Okay.
I will go chips and dip.
Oh, chips and dip.
Yeah.
Chips and
Did
dip.
not think about chips and dip.
It was on my misc list.
Misc list.
So that's something that is ready, available when you walk through the door. Okay, cool. I see you.
Hey, just because my barbecue requires a little forehand, a little thinking, a little
Forehand.
forethought. Just because my barbecue requires a little forethought, a little thinking, a little planning ahead, doesn't mean it's a bad pick.
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
Yeah, chips and dip.
Something that you have to start.
But you get your store-made salsa. You make your own pico de gallo. Make your own guacamole. Buy some tzatziki. Buy some of the 4-pack dips.
Mm-hmm.
Just buy a ton of chips and scoop and go.
What kind of chips?
Yeah, what kind of chips?
Oh, so now I'm not a fancy. You don't have to go Doritos or anything like that. Just get the best on-brand chips I think that get made are the Sainsbury's lightly salted.
Like the specialist ones or like the Sainsbury's own?
The Sainsbury's clear bag. I think they're like 40 or 50.
Oh yeah, they're like
Tortilla
discount ones.
chips.
Yeah, tortilla chips.
Tortilla chips and dip, not chips and dip. Yeah, you got to look at the bag though. Make sure it's not all the broken stuff at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
You
They'll
gotta-
ruin your day.
You gotta get a good bag.
Make sure
you
you pack
can't be dipping the crumbs.
That's tortilla dust.
Make sure you pack it at the top when you're done.
But yeah, all the sauces, all the dips in the world, and some good chips.
Ketchup.
For the ketchup man, I'm sure he's done it before.
Ketchup and dip. Ketchup and chips.
I can see it.
He's definitely done it before. But
Yeah, good pick.
I think it's good.
I can see it. It's a good pick. Rick, I don't know why it wasn't on your list. I think it was...
You've been
I just
specialist.
forgot. Well, I also didn't do any preparation. That's probably why it wasn't on the list.
Been specialist enough with your choices chip as well. Like you ain't getting no like chili Doritos.
No.
Like kind of ruining your.
You can't. I think especially with
Was
chips and
was
dip.
that a shot? Was that a shot across the bow of Mrs. Sudra?
No.
Why?
What?
Did you not see the chips and dip today? With chili Doritos?
No,
that's nothing to do with that. I was
nothing
just
to do
like,
with that.
you're just like a.
No, nothing to do with that. Like I prefer just regular lightly salted tortilla chips. Those are more crisps, I would say. Like tortillas that are flavored
I
like
don't mind Cool Ranch, but
yeah.
because they come out of the black, but again,
Bland
it's just because
again.
they're bland.
It's yeah. But yeah, just regular lightly salted chips, some dip, good to go.
I think that's a good choice. Good choice.
Good choice.
Again, like pinned vegetarians.
Where's the vegetarians?
Rick,
Oh, it's me.
it's your fourth
Comes to hand too quick.
Crap.
fourth pick. It's the 16th.
There was
pick
no
overall.
forethought with my pick.
Yeah,
so,
and
no.
this is a proper difficult one as well. Whatever
So
you've
to
got
go
left.
with your halloumi lamb chops and gin and tonic.
I'm gonna go as a side. Marinated chicken drumsticks. Because I don't think that they're that hard to cook. Because they're usually universal in terms of size. They're very easy to eat because it's a drumstick. You hold it at one end and you eat. They take very little preparation to make. And it's chicken.
Is that aside?
I feel like this comes back to the starter of the wings. Like, it's easy to fuck up a chicken drumstick.
I don't think it is though.
I think it is, but I
Like,
would
it should be
also
dry,
allow
right?
it as a side.
You
Yeah,
think
I'll
it's
take it as a side. Yeah, I'll allow it as a side.
Because for me, being the big boy I am, if you gave me a decent lamb chop in the middle, and I could just go and pick up 2 or 3 pieces of chicken drumsticks on the side to go with my meal.
That's almost what I'm thinking. Like if
Yeah.
you had a burger,
Yeah.
lamb burger, beef burger, chicken, well, maybe not chicken burger, but even a chicken burger, a veggie burger.
Yeah.
If you were swinging that way for some reason.
If you picked up a veggie burger and some chicken drumsticks,
I Hey, if I'm coming to your barbecue, you got beef burgers, then best believe I'm picking up the Beyond Meat burger and chicken. So I shut the other one there. Chicken drumsticks on the side. I don't think they're that hard to cook, but I also have barbecued for quite a long time.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've never seen it go wrong. I could see it. I could
yeah.
see on Sportsman's barbecues it being a little dry. I can see that.
I've seen it
Not
undercooked.
burnt.
I've seen it undercooked. Yeah.
Oh, you see it undercooked?
Yeah.
When you get those hench thighs and the chicken's obviously like been on steroids or creatine or something,
I guess
and
it
then
comes back
they've
to-
injected it with water. And it's that little, like, it looks like a
But you're-
human leg,
but
a
you're also
turkey leg
assuming-
even.
You're also assuming
That
that
thing
like
can be
with the
overdone.
rest of the stuff, it's good sangria. It's well cooked.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
well cooked.
It's good lamb. It's good lamb. Yeah.
Yeah, you could, if you really want it, you could make lamb chops super chewy. But
What's your go-to flavour?
I'm an Indian marinade guy, so I'm talking coriander, yogurt, salt, pepper, chili powder, turmeric. All the cumin, all your good spices. Marinate the day before because you have to for the good flavors. Something around those lines.
I think it's, for me being a meat eater, like having lots of food on my plate at a barbecue, chicken drumsticks on the side as a side does work. I know Amir's gonna give us
Some sort of leather.
The thing is, okay, if you'd taken chicken pieces, I'd have been like, that's the main course, right? But I can see the thing of like, you have your burger and then there's a little drumstick. Like, if it's only drumsticks available, I think that plays as a side. So I'm less inclined to veto. I was thinking veto, but then like as you talked about it more, I'm like, yeah, I'd have a burger and just have a
I'm
little
trying to think
drumstick
about
with it.
like a rule. It's not obviously a concrete rule, but if you have to have two hands to eat it, is that a mate? And if it's one-handed?
Well, no, corn on the cob you can eat with two hands.
No, but you don't have to. Because if
You can
it's
just
a
do
small
that
piece.
with one hand, like just like you got quarters.
Anyway, that was
Doesn't
just
matter,
my
yeah.
thinking.
I
So
don't-
that's
I
why.
don't
That's
think
why.
that's
Side.
that rule doesn't.
No, that's
So anyway,
Trying to find
that's my side.
no.
I
I
think
think it's good.
Yeah.
As with chicken, we've discussed chicken to
We've
the hill,
discussed
and,
chicken.
and drumstick I think is the. I'm sorry, Sylv, but I think actually drumstick is the better piece of chicken than the skewer.
Arguably, if you
If done well.
if you are leaving it overnight, and that's longer preparation, and so if like
You don't have
you
to.
like, but like to get like the best
Yeah.
or so, whereas if you're doing chicken pieces,
I think equally.
You still marinate
still
that.
You marinate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I just think it's to be fair, I prefer the dark meat. So
Yeah.
that's just me.
Cool. Miscellaneous?
Miscellaneous. You've got one left.
Okay. I always have this at a barbecue. Very easy to cook. And actually, the longer you leave it, the better it gets. Sweet potato.
Ooh.
Just a wrapped up sweet potato. Don't have to be fancy with it. You can zhuzh it up with a bit of chili powder and butter and whatever else. But sweet potato.
What do you mean wrapped up? Like
Wrapped up in foil.
in a foil? Okay, in the coals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrapped up in the foil, in the coals. Leave it till it's nice and soft. You can just peel the skin away, like literally just pick it up and peel it if you really need to. And then you can zhuzh it up, salt, pepper, whatever, chili powder, and then eat.
Yeah.
As a miscellaneous
that's pretty uncontroversial.
Yeah, I think sweet potato is like, I think it's taken the potato game to the next level. Lindsay will hate me for saying this, but like the potato game can get a bit like boring and samey, but adding in the sweet potato has almost revolutionized the potato landscape. Like, let's be honest, you go to a steakhouse now, it's like, fries? Sweet potato fries, like, and they're better because you have to pay more for them. Like everyone knows.
Whoa.
They're not better because you have to pay more for them. They're better because they taste better.
But that's what I mean. It's added a new dimension to the potato, which just hasn't been seen yet. Like I really vibe with sweet potato.
I think again with that, like when you want like an additional carby dish on the side with your loads of protein, sweet potato is not a bad shout to have on the plate as well.
Yeah, not at all. And it's one of those things. It is like 98% impossible to fuck up.
Yeah.
You leave it in the fire, covered in foil. It's not getting any worse.
Yeah, you
You
can-
forget about it in the fire. It's not getting any
Come back to the
worse.
next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still there. Still there.
Why is it on fire?
I think that's that's the thing as well with the kind of baking and the foil in the fire. The outside can get burnt, but it's still so good. Like the flesh is great.
Doesn't take up room on the grill.
That's I didn't think
It
of
goes
that.
under.
That's another dimension. That's really good. I think that's a great pick, Rick. Well done.
And relax.
So, it's also stuff you can have like if you're out like camping or something. Like it's not just like barbecue restricted. Like you can just it's like barbecue in a fire. Like many of these other barbecue things you can't cook over a fire. But sweet potato.
That's true.
Bang in a fire.
Sylv? Drink.
What have I got? Drink. So my pick went. Beer would have been my shout. So I'm gonna go with punch.
Okay.
Punch.
Nice.
So you can have alcoholic punch, non-alcoholic punch.
Yep.
And I think compared to sangria, making a bigger portion of punch is harder to fuck up.
Like a big bowl of it, right?
Big bowl of it.
Because you can just.
I think the only reason is sangria is very specific. There's a specific flavor profile. There's a specific preparation.
Yeah.
Punch is just a universal. I don't give a shit. Taste drink. But
it still tastes good.
I put some Ribena, I put some Kool-Aid, I put some like squash in it. I can do whatever I want and it's punch. That's the
point. That's the point.
That's it. You can also use it as an icebreaker for your guests. Everyone turns up with a bottle, pour some punch, pour this, pour that. What type of punch you want to make? Do you want to make it super sweet? Do you want to make it a bit tartar with some orange juice? Just punch. Make it non-alcoholic, make it alcoholic.
Some people getting wavy in the sun on like punch that tastes like squash.
I thought drinks was the hardest category actually. Because I had beer, sangria, and gin and tonics. I think punch stinks. I think you fucked up your draft.
Here we go.
It's coming down to clutch time. He's got
to find the reason.
I honestly think...
No. Punch, I think, is one of those ones, it lasts all through the barbecue. Easy to top up. You have multiple on the go.
Yeah, it lasts because no one's fucking drinking it.
I think it just depends what type of punch you've had at a barbecue before. If you get a good punch that's made well, it lasts well. People have their own family recipes that are brought down the line. Just pour your ingredients in. You can make it the night before, store it away, and it gets better overnight, ferments, add proper fruit to it. All types of punch.
It's good for the kids.
It's good for the kids.
Good for the adults.
Good for the adults.
Especially the alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like either way, like the like your teetotal, you're still having as much of a good time as the alcoholics because you make the same thing, just put more alcohol in.
This is the thing as well with punch. It's very, very dangerous if you keep it sweet. So you will keep returning for that good stuff. As well. 5 o'clock, you're like, I really can't drive home. Please take more keys.
I'm not sure that's a positive reason.
If the sole purpose to go to barbecue is to enjoy yourself, which it is, then not being able to go home because you've had too much punch is a win.
Yeah, but on the other hand, like, if it's an Indian barbecue, invited the whole bloody neighbourhood, and then like Uncle Jim's had too much punch and now he's sleeping on your couch. I don't vibe with that.
Keep him quiet.
Just wake him up later down the line.
Punch is good.
Punch is a good shout.
The only thing I can think of that you could say bad about punch is like the American films where they get spiked and then bad shit happens.
But if you've got an alcoholic one and a non-alcoholic one,
you're
not gonna
basically what we're saying, Rick, is don't invite rapey people to your barbecue and your your punch won't get spiked.
So now you're on punch's side.
No, I think it's shit. But
I don't think we've had punch.
I don't think Sylv's
No.
made us punch.
No, any of our barbecues we've
No.
never had.
I don't think so, because we always go with beer standard, which I think that's the number one drink.
Can we do punch?
Or Pims out of ours.
Pims out of ours. That's a
Pims
good.
out of ours.
That's a good honourable mention. But we're not there yet. But
we not done punch at like a New Year.
I think we might have done it on mine because I had the pineapple thing.
You had? Oh yeah, you did.
And then it was good.
Yeah, you did. That's a bit. Yeah, and I think
maybe
punch is good. And I like the fact you don't have to think about measurements. You just go
Bit of this, bit of this. Yeah.
This tastes good. Cool. Done.
I don't like this hippie thing of just turning up and chucking whatever. What is this? This isn't the 70s, bro. Let's have a proper registered, proper fucking menu and do it properly. None of this just...
On Come Dine With Me, like you said, I can literally write Sylvester's Punch on the drink. And it works.
What
my guy stood outside like clicker, letting people in. Like,
yes, I'm measuring mine. You're like Professor Utonium all of a sudden, like Chemical X is going to go into the punch.
Yeah, and what did that make?
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls.
They were shit.
No.
Mojo Jojo is the hero of that story.
No, he's just sad. He's got some issues, mental health issues. And then there's the other one who I don't want to speak about. But Powerpuff Girls, Alicia. She do best cartoons.
It's on the list.
It's on the list.
It's on the list.
It is.
Spoiler alert.
So Punch, Sylv.
Punch.
Rob, I think you need a side now.
I do. This is probably going to be very controversial and people aren't going to like me for it, but who cares? It's my choice. Baked camembert.
Oh.
There's some good sounds. There's some good noises for something that I thought was awfully controversial.
Okay.
So much like...
Wait, how are you cooking this?
Right.
Baking it.
So much
he
like...
said it in the title, Rick.
On the barbecue?
Yeah. So much like the sweet potato, we've done it at mine a couple of times.
Yeah.
Wrap it in foil.
We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
we
We did.
have.
Wrap it in foil, chuck it in the fire, chuck it in the embers, and the ash, charcoal, wood, and just leave it for a little bit. Like, it's great. Like, you go and get yourself a tiger loaf, or like a French stick.
Yeah, it's got to be good
Mate,
bread. It's
you
gotta be
dip
good
in
fresh
that.
bread.
You're dipping that, like you're having it with your food on the like you're going to dip, grab some of that, grab some chicken drumstick, bit more cheese. I mean, just like melted cheese on some like decent ass bread.
How are
like,
you prepping your camembert?
You prep
You prep
Yeah.
camembert?
Yeah.
I don't eat camembert,
Guys.
so I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
Guys, you gotta...
Oh yeah, I don't know why we invited the fussiest eater. My guy doesn't eat cheese, no eggs, no onions, no fish,
No
no
butter.
prawns, no fun.
No butter.
Yeah,
How do
so...
you prep camembert?
Oh, you got it. So you open it up, slice it a bit up.
Yeah.
Slice the top off.
So, you slice the top
That's
off?
the top.
Oh, do you? Okay, I don't. I keep the top in because it kind of like...
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, no. You can just push stuff in it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I cut
Holes.
things in.
Yeah.
Cut like
No,
just
that's
little
fine.
slashes in. Pieces of garlic. You can either slice or put whole, but put whole is a bit dodge because they don't cook sometimes. So slices of garlic, wedge it in. Maybe some rosemary, some thyme. Like it. Honestly, flavors.
Some people
the
do
cheese.
honey if you want it sweeter.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people do.
Honestly,
Sounds good.
yeah, I
I think
think
it's good.
camembert was I think that's your best pick of the draft.
I always think that should have been your miscellaneous.
I think that should have been a starter. I don't know.
Yeah, but I was like,
Yeah. No, but like we said, you leave it on the embers for a while, so it wouldn't be
Yeah,
ready.
it's good to have first, but it's not. Yeah, it's one of those things where you want it to be ready at the start, but usually it's not, so you gotta wait. So therefore, it's
So
not
I
a
think,
start.
I think it vibes. When you start the fire, you just chuck it in with the hot fire, and it's there ready. Similar to wings, it's ready when people are ready to eat.
but that's 40 minutes after they're ready to eat.
and therefore, it's not a
Is
start.
camembert, like I always see when people eat, is camembert one of those things that needs to be eaten and it's done straight away? Because like if it's
Yeah,
cold,
yeah, yeah,
you can't
yeah.
do
It's-
anything.
it's-
it's cold as
I think it's like halloumi in that if you can have it for like maybe a 15-20 minute period.
So everyone rushes it.
Yeah. It's like rush. You got to go
bread's
in,
gone.
get your bread. You don't care about next man. Like if he's not in on the game, he's not in. Screw him. You got to go in, pick it.
You
and
get
go.
your bread and you scoop as much as you can in that tiny bit of bread.
You get some foil in it too.
Try and get one of the garlic slices because those are elite. But yeah, after that 20 minutes is up, it just like I think the only thing about camembert, apart from it kind of turning, it can go 2 minutes, it can go from edible to rock hard, is like the fact it brings out a bit of like selfishness and savageness in people. Like people aren't waiting for Rick to get his bread out and go. They're just like, bread here, eat. Like people really go for it. And I don't know if that's the vibe I want in my barbecue. Like selfishness isn't. I think that's a big ick for me. Selfishness. And
You know what the easy way to do that Just get 2.
but, like, I don't know if I've ever done this at a barbecue, but I've definitely done it in a restaurant. Had way too much bread and way too much camembert to then enjoy the rest of my meal.
But that's why I'm saying it's a side and not a starter.
Okay.
Because you can choose it as much as you like. You can dip in and
You've
dip
got
out.
your other stuff there already.
I think the problem
You've already
with
got
that
your plate laden.
The problem with that is the timing. It's for it to be a side. The timing's got to be impeccable, right?
Well, that's fine again because you've left it on the. You can leave it on the fire for as long until people are ready.
Yeah.
It's still in foil.
It can go over though. Like you can start burning it. Like it does turn, but I think to be honest, Rob, I think you've redeemed yourself a bit.
For a
with that in my
non-cheesy eater,
eyes.
I have seen it bang at barbecue, so I will say camembert is a good shot.
You might have some stanky breath though.
Hey, not me.
Hey, we'll
Cover it up with like the
breath
other
together.
things that have got spices on.
I like it.
I'll take it.
So I just need my main.
Oh,
Oh, he's
Ooh,
left a heavy hitter to
I
us.
I was bricking it.
You better pick something good.
I took all my other stuff. I thought main was the deepest part of the draft. If I'm honest, I was looking at everything. I was like, "There's so many things I could." Did someone say, "Come to a barbecue with lamb chops"? Yeah, let's go for it. Come to a barbecue with chicken pieces. Yeah, let's go.
Burgers.
Sausages. Potato salad.
But yeah, I'm gonna take ribs. Ribs as a main at a barbecue. Like, if I'm honest, if I had the first pick in this draft, I'd have taken ribs.
Yep.
Ribs, bang. Ribs are great. Ribs are the perfect barbecue main.
Then why have we never had ribs on a
We
barbecue?
have.
Once out of the 30 plus barbecues we've had.
So I think the thing with ribs, and I think maybe it's a theme for my draft, is they take preparation.
Right.
Like, you gotta be up early with the meat or late at night, skinning it, getting the membrane off, and you know, doing it right. But I think a good, well done rib is better than most other meats in entirety, and it's clean. It's everyone can get involved. I think you get it.
The vegetarians can't.
This ain't a draft for no veggies anyway. Let's be honest. I think ribs are just something that, you know, I think it goes across lines of culture as well. You go America, barbecue, ribs. You come England, barbecue, ribs. You go China, barbecue, spare ribs. Like, ribs are just an impeccable meat, and I think they're really the centerpiece of any good barbecue.
Couple things with ribs. You can't cook them directly on a barbecue. You need, if you're doing them properly on a barbecue, you need one of those fancy high-end smokers pretty much. You can't really do it on like a regular...
You can get a smoke box. A box that you put on your actual barbecue that you cook the ribs in.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. So it's additional stuff.
It's additional stuff.
I think that it's extra prep,
I think like you said, the prep in it, and when it's done well, it is worth it. It's not something you see on everyday barbecues, but like your theme, you are going for your perfect barbecue. It's niche, and ribs is a good choice.
Yeah. Personally, I would rather have a good lamb chop.
Not biased. Hashtag not biased.
You know that.
But I do like me some good ribs.
Yeah.
You know the annoying thing about having one of the last picks is you can't talk about it during other people's picks. Like you've been banging on about potato salad since day dot. It's the worst piece of the draft.
First round, mate. What are you talking about?
Sorry, hashtag stop Rob abuse.
Stop Rob
Rob,
abuse.
I think your draft is amazing. I
shut
love you, mate.
So the only thing that I have against ribs is that they take a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
And
got to prep
sometimes
like 2-3 hours.
Oh, what? 2-3 hours?
More.
Yeah.
More. If you're cooking, sorry, you go.
No,
first.
you.
If you're cooking ribs for a barbecue, you've got to pre-cook them on the oven and then finish them on the barbecue. If you're cooking them in a smoke box for your barbecue, you've got to start that 6 o'clock that day to maybe get it ready for 4 o'clock. It's a long, slow cook. Because if you cook it too fast, it's just chewy.
Yeah. And then like sometimes you get bored and then you're like, I mean, they're cooked. They're not going to kill anyone. And you just take them out and you're like, okay, cool, I think they're done.
Yeah.
And then you just get chewy ribs.
From personal experience, when I did mine at the barbecue, They didn't come out the way I wanted to, but that's literally because I didn't cook them early enough.
But they were still good.
They were still good.
Everyone
ribs.
loved them.
But I think
Everyone ate. Like, we had so many good things,
You've got to
and
cook
we
them
still ate the
earlier.
ribs.
You've got to cook them earlier so that they have enough time in the oven, and then you finish them on the barbecue. Because I was rushing to get them out because it was time to eat the main, and if they're just not ready in your head,
I think timing plays.
And
a
that's
big
with
thing,
prep,
right?
with
Yeah.
prep,
That's with prep.
you need adequate prep time for good ribs. But yeah, it's when done correctly.
Which
it's
is
not bad,
what we're
yeah.
assuming all this draft is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So by the sounds of things, we're going to be at Amir's for like 12 hours. By the time he's cooked all
Yeah,
his
the
food.
Come Down With Me episode starts like the night before.
Because the chicken wings are taking forever. Don't worry, you got ketchup.
But your sangria that he's got to make.
No, sangria's taking a while. Wings are taking a while. Ribs are taking a while. Ketchup. It's good. Ketchup's ready.
Just get to run and play. Bang.
Levels up the plate.
Who's up the plate?
Yeah, I think the thing is, for me, ribs they're so good. I think they're the highest levels. Like, if you get a good rib, it's the best thing you're gonna have on your plate. Like, I honestly, the floor, like, I've had some bad ribs. The floor is down there, but when you invest the time and the preparation, ribs are second to none.
But how many barbecues are you going to and they're messed up? Like,
The thing is, I think as well with ribs, I think it's because it's not so pervasive in the culture in the UK. There's not many people attempting ribs
Ribs
who
at
don't invest the time.
Yeah.
So if people are doing ribs at a barbecue in the UK where we are, ribs are generally done well.
It's the same
Well,
as
you
the
get
lamb
store-bought
chops,
ones.
right? We're not assuming these are amateur chefs who are just going, can I get lamb chops?
You can't really do store-bought ribs on a barbecue like the pre-made packaging.
Don't know about that. I
not
think if
that.
you want to do them, you do them yourself. You do them right.
Yeah.
Head down to the butchers,
Yeah.
ask for some good ribs, get them to take the membrane off for you. It saves
It's
you,
not that hot.
saves you time though,
Yeah.
rather than doing it myself at home.
So yeah, I think that's it. I'll summarize. We'll do some honorable mentions and then we'll get out of here. So Rik, you had the first pick. You had halloumi, lamb chops, gin and tonic, chicken drumsticks, and sweet potato.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, no,
Not bad
Yeah.
for
not bad.
2 minutes prep.
Yeah,
Sylv, you had beef burgers, chicken skewers, jollof rice, chips and dip, and punch.
top of my head.
Yeah,
Rob,
good.
you had potato salad,
Questionable.
sausage, grilled peppers, beer, and baked camembert. And my draft was wings, corn on the cob, sangria, Heinz, tomato ketchup, and ribs.
Got behind.
Yeah.
Rob, any honourable mentions? What didn't we pick? What were you really wishing you could have taken?
So I had a couple things. Only a couple things. So most of them that I had on my list right here got snaked. Halloumi was on my list. Great shout. Jollof rice, we've already been through that. Ribs are on there. I think like a lamb kofta.
Yeah, see, I was thinking, because when I picked my lamb main, I then knew couldn't do then burgers, couldn't do then koftas or anything like that. But there are other forms of lamb which were really good. Like, I love a good lamb burger.
I think it's an honourable mention. I'm not sure it's strong enough to be like playing with the main players, but it's like it's always like, oh, it's a lamb kofta. Oh yeah, I'll have one of them.
Yeah.
It's always
Mint
nice.
yogurt sauce.
It's a good one. And then for drink, like a fruity cider. Like on a sunny day, like it's kind of the same vibes as punch. Like you want something fruity, sweet, but also gets you a little bit wavy after like 7.
Not 17. I don't do
And also like applying like appealing to like the other non-beer drinkers.
Yeah.
And then finally with stuffed peppers, but they're like, as you kind of like, they're kind of more things you chuck on the fire and leave them for a bit, but they're not. Like,
Yeah.
they were outplayed by other things, and I was like, they're not that great.
Yeah. Sylv, anything?
Honorable mentions go to Asda's crunchy coleslaw. the orange bag. If you know, you know. The best coleslaw mix in the game, in my opinion.
Sponsor us.
I think also some type of like salad with chunky pieces of stuff.
Salad.
We didn't take
like
a salad.
Like a Greek salad or some type of fancy pineapple fruity salad with some like.
I think no one picked salad.
Been the pineapple, but the salad. Yeah.
I think people didn't pick salad because there's so much other stuff which could have got snagged. But salad, you gotta have some.
You gotta have some good salad.
Yeah, no, I vibe with the slaw. Like, to be honest, I prefer making my own because I find the one you get at a shop, they dice it too thick. Like, I like a really thin sliced slaw where it's like it almost can like melt in your mouth. Like that's the slaw I love. But that's just me.
Crunchy coleslaw for me.
Okay.
And I think my miscellaneous, if I had maybe picked my draft a bit better, I could have got a dessert in there.
I think we should have done dessert.
I think a good dessert. So some ice cream or maybe like a nice cold chocolate ice creamy cake gâteau kind of situation.
So along that line, I had watermelon as like a miscellaneous.
Yeah.
I also had like an ice lolly or like just an ice pop when it's hot as balls. Just crack one open, cool you down a bit. I thought that was up there. Another miscellaneous could have been a main. You're not gonna vibe with this, but like fish, the same baked fish in a foil on the coals. Like it's honestly delicious.
Next level.
You can go with a white fish. You can go with an oily fish. You can like marinate it with a bit of curry. You can just put some lemon butter. Like I think fish is will
if
play.
you've been at a barbecue I'm invited to, can you cook the fish?
No, but that's the thing with the foil. That's because it's in the foil. You double foil it. It doesn't permeate and get in the other stuff. Like. I've done that at barbecues you've been at.
Yep.
And you didn't even notice.
Sly.
I had, for starters, I had garlic prawns. I did that one,
Garlic prawns.
Garlic prawns, I think, are a good start. I think as well, when the fire's just started and it's really hot, you put the pan on there, put the oil in, fry the garlic prawns. I had Mexican street corn. I make that a lot, but I already had a corn.
Yeah.
Hummus, I think... maybe. But maybe it goes in with your chips and dip. I had guac on the list, but that goes in with your chips and dip. Nachos. Not sure.
Nachos.
Not sure about that, but that was there.
Those are one of those ones where they have a certain time slot. Once it goes over that time slot,
it's done.
Chips and dip, I think, is better because they just.
I feel like they would basically disappear though. You make a tray or two trays, they go in.
I think I had two more sides, which I'd say. I said I had baked potato, but I think your baked sweet potato is just so much better. So, but the two were garlic bread. If you can do it, a garlic bread is a great starter. And the other one is, so my mom used to do these things. She'd roll out like flatbreads cooked on the grill. On top of the grill, they were fucking mint. Like literally straight off the grill, piping hot. Like it's a little kind of play. It's kind of crunchy from the fire. Flatbreads on a barbecue are
is that with
delicious.
hummus and dips and stuff, or is that for the meat?
Either. It's I think it really could play. And then I think the only kind of main I had, coming from Africa. There's no barbecue without steak. You have a steak and your boerewors is your like side meat. It's your side piece, if I'm honest. But steak is always the main go-to.
Not on my barbecues.
Rik, any honourable mentions?
I think most of them are mentioned. Good bread, I think. Either camembert or just dipping in stuff. Good salad. Yeah, I think most of them.
I think I got one more. Plantain. That's what I forgot.
Ooh.
I thought it's plantain.
No, it's plantain.
No,
oh, is it plantain?
Yeah, it's plantain.
Plantain. Fried or roasted plantain.
There's lots of stuff that if you just gave me it, I would eat. Because you said plantain and I was like, Gestivals, and I was like, yo, I could do it. Right now I could have some of those. But not really barbecue food. But if you gave me some out of barbecue, I'd be very, very happy.
Roasted plantain, similar to like a baked sweet potato, roast it up wrap it up in a foil, stick it on the coals.
Oh, okay, yeah. To be honest, I think I don't think there's many things that you can just wrap up in the coals, stick it on, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
Like, I think there are a few that probably burn out. But
Yeah.
if you get it right, I don't think there's many things that you can do that and it's just shit. They'll all be good. Like, to be fair.
Do we not discuss whose is best?
Thanks to our guests.
I mean, we can, yeah.
Mine's the best.
I guess that's the comments, but I think mine is the best.
I mean, if we had to say, I'd say
I think
Rob's
Amir
was the
finally
worst.
lost the draft.
Hmm?
Amir lost the draft.
Yeah.
Amir-
The
No
sangria.
chance.
The
Sangria.
No
sangria play.
chance.
I think it's the timing for me.
Oh yeah, the time. Like, we've been there for 12 hours and we haven't like started.
I don't want to have to go buy a McDonald's before I go to
Hey, if you come to my barbecue, you know it's going to be good. It's going to be on time. I'm going to invest that thinking, that planning ahead, and it's going to all be done well. I think you're right. If I'd taken beer over sangria, it might be better, but I am taking picks that mean things to me.
Is there anything, except for fish for you, that is a big no-no, that you turn up to barbecue and why have you done this?
I think just when you get people who bring chicken, nothing, just chicken.
What do you
No,
mean?
What do you mean?
people just rock up with chicken and just want to put it on barbecue.
Well,
just
like
dry
breast?
like
Oh,
that.
just like
Breast?
just
a pack of chicken,
just a
not
pack of
marinated.
chicken.
or
No, yeah.
What
That-
if it's the pre-made spiced chicken? That I can accept. But
That's
if you just
acceptable,
bought
but-
like a 12 pack of drumsticks, wow, what am I supposed to do?
Hey, chef the team, yeah?
Yeah, that's just
That's-
not.
that's wild.
That's not gonna work. And also, like, honestly, turning up and there's like a burnt sausages and burnt burgers. That's my worst nightmare. Like, you go into next. If you go like church barbecue and there's burnt sausages there, I'm like, bruv, we leaving.
Why
We
is it
leaving.
always sports places? Like
How's church a sports place?
No, but it's all, or maybe church, like social gatherings that organized social gatherings
It's because
that always have the worst.
you know what it is, right? I think because lots of men want to feel like they're doing the barbecue.
I think that's where you do your catchphrase of quantity versus quality because they have to churn out so much stuff.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe
It
it's
does
that.
become a bit
Maybe it's that.
difficult to
I also
maintain.
think there's some inexperienced grillers out there. That's fine. Be inexperienced. You've got to learn over time. But you can't take control of a big group barbecue
Yeah.
if you're not good with the tongs.
The
Like,
key thing is to know who's doing your barbecue. You gotta have someone good. If you're not there, you're not there. I'm not there, so I let someone else do it.
yeah, that's true.
I'll prep it for you. You just cook it for me.
Yeah.
You do the heating. I do the eating and the prepping.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm alright. I'm just looking them through. I like Rick's. Rick's is good. Sylv.
If you had to pick one veggie dish for a veggie person, what would you pick?
Probably like
veggie
stuffed
sausage,
peppers.
probably.
Stuffed peppers.
No, I'd probably go like roasted vegetable skewers.
What's the vegetable?
Yeah, so like courgette, like
Yeah.
courgette, onion, pepper,
Just the
like
halloumi on it as well.
halloumi,
Yeah,
like
just a
all those
skewer.
things working together. Marinate it the night before, so it's like it's nice.
Oh, we forgot paneer.
Paneer.
Paneer's good, but I don't think it
For a
bangs
veggie
on
option.
barbecue.
I think it does. You put it on the skewer with onion, pepper, marinate it.
Yeah, I think the thing is with
Where's
that,
paneer
right?
from?
The thing with
Cheese.
paneer,
It's not vegan.
It is a cheese.
It's not vegan, it's cheese.
no, it's vegetarian. The thing with paneer,
Is it
right?
cow cheese?
I feel like
Is it cow cheese?
yeah, it's cow. It's cow.
Cow cheese.
Huh?
How
Sorry.
do you- How do you milk?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's true.
He
What?
drinks milk
He drinks milk.
Yes.
and eats yogurt.
Oh, I guess you don't kill the cow to.
Are you
It's a
dumb?
byproduct. It's
a
not.
byproduct.
It's
No,
not
I was just thinking like, wait, how do you eat? But then yeah, you drink milk and you love
That's a
milk.
dumber question than why do vegetarians eat eggs?
Wait, vegetarians eat eggs?
Eat eggs.
Eat
yes.
eggs.
Vegans.
Byproducts. Not eating the chicken.
Oh, vegans like this.
Yeah.
I think the thing with paneer on a barbecue, I think the problem with it for me is that I think halloumi's better. So I don't
Yeah.
like it's just strictly
He's
better,
rescinded his
right?
culture,
So
right?
it's just
This is going to miraculously go out the window at some
but
other
yeah.
point.
Anyway, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. Follow us on
Oh my
Instagram.
god, we've become those people.
You gotta get the subs up.
We have. Now available on Amazon Music.
Oh yeah, where's all your,
And
where's your
Google
podcasts?
Podcasts.
You started up a whole bunch of places.
What's my cut, by the way?
Not monetized yet.
Not monetized,
I have
dude.
to have
No.
more than 2.
We need hashtag sponsors. Bye.
Alright.